Some people may not agree with me, but I know most people will agree with me. It seems like the internet have become this black hole of cancel culture and negativity. Nobody could do anything, and people just go, that's a good deed, and let it be. Like, you have these creators who have been on platforms for years and years and years, and then one person is going to have to dig and dig and dig and find something maybe minuscule in their past to figure out that there's something wrong or they did something wrong. And then here comes the canceling. Just one small thing, and the cancel is on. They will do video after video after video talking about the same thing over and over again until they sway the people's judgment of that person in their direction. And then they keep digging and they keep digging, and every small piece that they find out, they bring it out to the public. And everybody start piling on. And then more people start making videos about them. And a small thing could balloon into this big thing that make this person seem to be the most evil person on the planet. The problem is negativity pays. Negativity is big business. It is. Like, you have these streamers and they're acting silly, doing stupid stuff. Granted, we all know they're doing stupid stuff. But we're rewarding them by constantly talking about them. I hear about Jack Doherty so much, I don't know what the hell to think of it anymore. It's just redundant now. Oh, he's going to jail. Oh, he's broke. Oh, he does this. We already know that. But they just keep making the videos over and over and over and accentuating the negative. We all know that the dude's doing not so good stuff. You understand what I mean? Horrible stuff, according to them. But it's just this constant bombardment of positivity. Where is of negativity? Sorry, where is the positive stuff? I know there are streamers out there doing positive things. How come we don't emphasize them? How come we don't emphasize the people that actually is doing stuff to make mankind and humankind better? Because for some reason, negative is big business. We're gonna have to find a way to flip that around, man, because this is getting old. This is getting old, you know. I flipped through YouTube trying to find something, and all you get is this negative stuff. And you watch, and the algorithm is set up so you watch one negative stuff, and it just piles you down with negative stuff. It just piles you down with everybody that did a video on this one person that's a bad person. Pops up on your For You page or whatever they call it. Just one video. You watch a few minutes of it and it's just like bam, 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 bam. And I don't understand why they think this is healthy mentally for people. You know what I'm saying? And even if you watch a video of something good, you don't really get that bombardment of good stuff happening. You really don't. You know what I mean? They still sneak in that bad stuff because that stuff sells. That's why the news is the way it is. You know what I mean? I remember when I was a kid and we watched the news, it was 50-50. You got good news and you got bad news. But you got the good news. But now it's just a constant bombardment of everything that's wrong with us and everything that's bad about us. And nobody's talking about anything that's good with us. And even if they do talk about it, they talk about it so aggressively that the person who is doing the good seems like a warrior more than a peacemaker. And that's the problem with everything. Everybody's in that warrior mentality. I was watching a video the other day, and they were talking about how this guy was saying that we are taught to think that way from the time we're young. We taught to think selfishly. We taught to think of number one, and anything else is immaterial. And I used to be one that think, because I could watch videos and not have it affect me to the point where I see the world as a darker place. So I used to think, come on now, what's happening on the internet and in the news, you can't really blame that for happening, but it's gotten so perverse now that there's no other way to think about it. People are watching these things and they are being affected by it. And it's not a weakness thing. Okay, back in the day when I used to go to the movies, okay, you had what you call subliminal messages that would get you. You'd be sitting in a movie theater, and then they'd flash something on the screen like a Coke commercial or something. You know what I mean? And then you go, "Ooh, I want a Coke." See, now there's no subliminal messages. It's right in your face. They're like, boom, shoving it down your face. And unfortunately, they're shoving that negativity down your face. What's the deal with this cancer culture? And I'm not talking political here. I'm talking just in general. What's it with that? People go back in the past and they say Mahatma Gandhi, oh, he did this, he was an evil man. Oh, Martin Luther King did this, he was not a very good man. And it's just like, this concept, everything that you thought about a person that tried to do something good has been washed away by some kind of something negative. And here's another thing too that's happening. And here's a vibe. Excuse me. When you keep making videos about these people that's doing negative things, that's rewarding them. Because these days, bad is good and good is bad. Thank you, Michael Jackson. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm not blaming Michael Jackson for that. I'm just trying to be funny there. But you see what I'm saying? So then, when we keep bringing up these people that are doing all these things, they get in the airplay that they need. So they keep doing those bad things. That's why you have people like Johnny Somali and the other one that's in jail in the Philippines. You know what I mean? You just keep doing those things because you're rewarding them. And you're not only rewarding them by giving them the airplay, you're rewarding them by paying them for it. So they get rich doing it. So why stop? You know what I'm saying? They're going to just keep doing it because everybody's all eyes on me. You can't even watch like a sporting event anymore without somebody acting a fool. Parents are busting up each other at games and stuff. It's me, my. At some point in your life, you have to start thinking logically and go, this just isn't good. It's not a good look. But people are getting recognition for their bad behavior. So they keep, see, back in the day, here's what they say. Even bad press is good press. That's, you know what I mean? The 80s really started this whole thing, you know what I mean? Image is everything. And of course, people used to try to have a good image then, but then the whole bad boy situation come into play, and everybody's thinking, oh, he's bad, you know. Or she's bad, you know, she's a bad bee. I'm telling you, man. Like I said, good is bad and bad is good. And it's flipped so viciously now that people are thinking that being good is a weakness. And I know you're going to say, oh, you're whining, you're this. Man, the reality is right there. Just look around you. Look around you. Look at how we treat each other. Look at the things we watch, man. We watch these things there where people are just acting like really crazy. Everything, the dark web here, you know, true crime is exploding all over the internet. People love watching that stuff. Back in the day, we would be appalled when a woman write like Ted Bundy or one of them, but now, you know, that's normal now. The women that love Ted Bundy, the women that, you have shows, the women that love Charles Manson, you have shows about that. Like they're romanticizing the bloody thing. And then they go, why is everybody else doing that? You have the older generation saying, why is the younger generation like that? Have you seen what they're watching, or have you seen what you're doing? that they are mimicking. Nobody is just, you don't just put your kids out there and the world shape what way they think. They shape the way they think when they're living under your roof. And I'm not blaming parents and stuff per se, because I know I have a kid. I have done stuff that I wasn't fully conscious of that probably affect the way he sees the world. I know I have. I'm human. But then you get the opportunity to rectify that later. You know what I'm saying? But we don't. Because hey, everything revolves around me. We just can't leave well enough alone. It's like on my other channel, I do a lot of reactions on Romania, and it's like the concept of the way Romania is set up by what is being portrayed to the rest of the world. We take a person's history and we wipe them off. It's like, oh no, that person did that. No, I'm not saying that certain things are unforgivable, but there are certain things that you could forgive. Somebody said something way back in a day, and if they're right now, they have seen the light. But the person come up and they see the light, and you go, oh no, they faking it because they're making money. They're faking it because of this or that. You know, they don't give anybody the opportunity to amend themselves and become better people. And that's what life is. You live and you become a better person. But nobody's giving anybody that opportunity. It's just like just digging constantly. Now I could talk a mile a minute, 20 minutes, an hour about this. Here's what we should start doing: pumping up the decent material, pumping that up. Somebody's doing a good deed because there's a hurricane somewhere. Let's put that up there. Do you know they had that hurricane in Jamaica? And there's so many people on the ground doing good deeds and actually solving issues. How about we show them? How about we show them? And I'm pointing out Jamaica because that's a recent thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see that much on any social media platform. I see it here and there, but you know, that's the kind of stuff of, oh, mankind is so good. You know what I mean? Here they are working together, trying to make things better for some people that are down and out. I'm not saying it's not out there. It's out there. It's just not emphasized because we're too busy ripping each other apart. Who is better? Who is stronger? Who's got more rays? Everything is a fight, and it doesn't have to be. Some things could be just nice and calm, and you take care of business and resolve everything. So we need to start pumping up the good videos of people doing good. And I'm not talking about doing good by giving people money, giving people material stuff. I mean, good. Respecting each other. Showing some compassion to each other. That's the type of stuff we need to pump up. And not compassion because something bad happens per se, but compassion because it's the human thing to be. You be compassionate to somebody who is just living. Not somebody who's been through a trauma or because, you know, most people don't go through a whole lot of trauma. A lot of the trauma that people go through is self-inflicted, to tell you the truth. Looking for all the good things in all the wrong places, which we could fix, but we don't. But we could fix it. Now, my stuff that I do on YouTube and stuff is all about the good, and like I react on different cultures and stuff like that. And I've had people come in there and says, well, you only showing all the good stuff, but there's bad stuff, you know, you need to show the bad stuff. Like I was doing reactions on England, and I will keep getting these videos, why don't you show the stuff about the people struggling in the ghetto, blah, blah. We already know that. So I'm just showing it out there. So how are we going to fix it? How are those people going to know that there's good people out there that actually cares about them? if I keep just showing them struggling, instead of showing them that there's other people out there that care about them and want them to do good. Because when you're in that situation and you're surrounded by that negativity, that's all you see. You don't see beyond that. You don't trust nobody because you don't really trust anybody around you because you're in that negativity. So as creators and stuff, I think we should come out and show some good stuff. And it doesn't have to be catching this person doing wrong or catching this person saying this wrong thing. It could be, let's catch somebody saying the right thing. Let's catch somebody doing the right thing and accentuate that. Yeah, I know. Instead of selling bad, let's sell good. The dude that's talking about peace and love and stuff, let's reward him with more airtime. Let's reward him with some money. But you see, they have this idea that if you're doing good, you ought to do it for free. I saw a meme, and I talk about this a lot. I saw a meme that says, if you do good, don't do it for recognition, just do it for doing its sake. You know who says that? People who take advantage of people who do good. Because they don't want to hear that you're doing good. They just want you to sit there so they could quietly take advantage of you doing good. Don't say you're a good person. Because if you have to say you're a good person, then you must not be a good person. Bad people don't say they're good people. They just act like it. And people believe them. A good person is doing the good, they don't believe them. And if you say, I am a good person, then you must be lying. So I need all good people to come up and say, I'm a good person. Let them know you're a good person. Say you're a good person. Let your deeds match what you say, but say it anyway. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing people, I'm a bad bee, and I'm a bad this, and I'm a bad that, and nobody's saying I'm a good human being. You barely even hear that in churches anymore. It's always that, all up in people's face and thing, you know what I mean? But, like I said, I know they're out there somewhere. It's hard to get them on your For You page, it seems. But they're out there. And we need to put them on the forefront, man. Let's get some good feelings going. And don't hide the bad. Don't push the bad way back that we don't pay attention to it and have it grow. But don't make it the center of everything. Because then good people start trying to counter that by being like those people. Because they figure that's what they have to do to survive. That's all I'm saying. Take that negativity, boy, Give all the raise to the good people. All the smoothness to the good people. That's what we have to do. Now I'm going to end this video here, man. You know what I mean? Comment in the comment section. What do you think? If you're a good person, and you know you're a good person, and you do good deeds, because you're human, not because you believe this or you believe that or this, that, simply because you're human. Put it in the comment section. Let's do that good vibe.